And this is Shakayla.
Hey, today we will show you how to properly clean the airflow hoods and how to split HeLa cells.
But first, we have a music video for you.
I'm about to spit some green lines. Airflow hood maintenance every time. I need to use it to subculture cell line. If I don't, all my cells are dead. Push them to the edge. 10% bleach to kill the bacteria and keep it neat. 70% ethanol to add to the clean. If presented with contamination, I don't really care if the bacteria start to cry. I'm using 10% on the fly. 5 minutes is enough time to bust this little rhyme. 70% ethanol will not keep them alive. You should have never spread, now I'm coming for your head. If I got something growing inside, 10% to keep them unalive. 5 minutes swirl makes them really hurl. Now that's how to decontaminate HeLa, gel, and tissue samples from its spleen. I'm still gonna keep it clean. Empty flask in the biohazard, please. Liquid waste, add 10% and pour it down the sink. Cleanup takes a little time. This shouldn't be a surprise. We're training to be the best. All of this is in my head, so what's next? I ain't never gonna tell a lie. 10% on all the sides. Wipe them down with a Kim wipe. Must I overemphasize the importance of this step? 70% ethanol is next. Try to do an arm stretch to get all the specs. I hope you wear gloves every time you are inside, cause then bacteria will survive and probably compromise. We got to keep them in check or our health will decline like that college card every time. That beep beep, we hear it in the line. Child start paying it on time. I ain't never gotta tell a lie. 10% on all the sides. Wipe them down with a Kim wipe. Must I overemphasize the importance of this step? 70% ethanol is next. Try to do it on the stretch to get all the specs. Use a Kim wipe all the time to keep the bacteria in line. Spray them in the head to make them fluster and dead. Their babies will die, this isn't a lot. Wipe all the sides and the interior supplies with 10% bleach. 70% ethanol dries all of them like a blood-sucking leech. Restock everything, please, girl, preach. Man, you love how I spin that rhyme. 2017 tissue culture is on my mind. I'm always on a grind. Don't push me to the edge or all my cells are dead. I don't want to get an F. Airflow hood maintenance every time to keep them cells alive. All the rest, reagent pellets are suspense and handled with the best. PBS lab techs are pre-certified. Akron, you should've went and hide cause y'all aren't ready for us yet. Under construction, let me take a guess. You're building for the best. That's us. We really manifest this potential our professor can attest. Scripts, biotools, biotest, and any biotech. We're coming for you like a crazier nuclear warhead. We heard HR will hire us instead of those lame farm techs. They're really boring and depressed like those painkillers who take their own rest. Man, I'm off to tissue culture is the best. I'm really not stressed, I'm a conqueror instead. I really must confess we learned from the best. I'm not trying to impress, the finals is on my mind. I'm a finesse this test like I'm in a contest. Let me put this, but remember, I ain't never gotta tell a lie. 10% on all the sides, wipe them down with a Kim wipe. Must I overemphasize the importance of this step? 70% ethanol is next. Try to do an arm stretch to get all the specs.
Today I will show you how to properly clean the airflow hood. But first I'm going to spray off my gloves before I go inside the hood because safety is one of the most important things about being in lab. So you want to keep things contaminated free and also you want to keep yourself safe from any possible bacteria or any... spraying them off. Okay. So my first thing, I'm going to use 70% ethanol to wipe down like the sides of all of the Laminar airflow hoods.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And she's grabbing the big Kim wipes.
First, they're usually located to the left or right on the bottom of the airflow hood.
Make sure it's somewhere where it's reachable for you.
Make sure my bottle.
Marielle's folding it up properly.
Folding, spraying. Okay. Then I'm going to do an arm stretch. Wipe my side.
When we clean the hood, we always start from right to left.
Oh, and I'm a lefty, so...
And she's a lefty, so lefties, you can do this too.
And it's more comfortable for me because I'm a lefty. You want to move things out of your area.
to the next wall.
My arms. So now that I'm done wiping this, okay, I'm gonna throw this away. I'm gonna
Grab another one.
Wipe. The one thing that I like to do differently is I like to try to wipe down all of the items that are, or all of the material that are inside of the inside of the airflow hood first. So the first thing I will wipe down is this rack that holds most of the pipettes. So I'm wiping this down, as you clearly see. Wipe, wipe, wipe. With 70% ethanol. Then I'm gonna wipe this tube rack. My gloves should not be yellow. Y'all, this is like bad. Y'all should not be doing this.
And don't forget to wipe what's inside the tube rack as well.
And then after I get done with wiping this, I will throw away the Kim wipe, and then I would grab a fresh Kim wipe to wipe down the surface area of the Laminar airflow hood. I'm gonna use 7%. Notice every time I pick something up, I try to move it away from the area that I am cleaning. Now that all of this is wiped, my next step, I would go ahead and use 10% bleach. Notice I never spray anything with ethanol nor bleach. I will spray the Kim wipe directly instead of spraying ethanol and bleach. I'm going to start off from the right hand side again. I'm making myself to the back wall.
Make sure you can move everything out of the way too. You don't want anything in your way. Nothing spilling. Make yourself comfortable when you're doing this.
And then I'm going to get the left hand wall. Bro, my gloves should not be reacting like this. This is like bad. Like, guys, my gloves tend to react with sweat. Doesn't quite mean that my gloves are dirty, but like whenever they react with sweat, this is not good. Not good. So for lab safety purposes, I'm going to go ahead and remove my gloves and get new gloves. But first, I'm going to lower down the stash and get new gloves.
Here's a tip for you future cell culture students. It would be helpful if you use the blue ones. They are better at not reacting with whatever substance you have on your gloves, your skin or your sweat. But the white ones, they do for some reason. They react really, really fast too.
Better know some new gloves.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go spray down my gloves again with ethanol. They're new, but safety techniques. Lower. And get another Kim wipe. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get all of the supplies inside of the Laminar airflow hood with 10% bleach because I got it first with 70% ethanol. So as you clearly see, I'm wiping them all down, wiping the bottom, and I'm going to fit it down. I tend to like to get the biohazard glass.
And why is that, Marielle?
I'm sorry?
And why is that?
Just because if I have something growing on the outside, so I don't end up dirtying everything inside of the hood. So I tend to get it last. So if there were like any contaminants on the outside of the hood, I don't want to wipe it first and then kind of spread the contaminants everywhere, like on the surface, on this area surface, or on the wall. So I try to get that last.
Right.
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and use 10% bleach. I'm going to throw it away because I feel like it should be the last thing that you wipe inside of the Laminar airflow hood. I'm going to use another Kim wipe. The bottom of this as well because I forgot to get this. Then I'm going to go ahead and get the surface area of the Laminar airflow. You still want to get the glass on the inside of the Laminar airflow hood because you could have something properly growing on the glass as well because bacteria loves to grow on glass, on surface of things. So I'm going to get the inside. And I'm going to lower the stash level. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the outside glass. My arms, if you could see, my arms couldn't reach up here because I'm limited to getting the the upper half of the Laminar airflow hood. But if you had something like an extender, then you would definitely be able to get these the top half of the Laminar airflow. So thank you guys for watching. This is how you properly clean a Laminar.
Splitting overcooked HeLa cells into new glass. The HeLa cells were in the CO2 incubator for 2 days. We observed morphology, and there were millions of more cells that have overgrown. So, splitting HeLa cells should be done every 1 to 2 days, depending on the fluency. Fluency is above 80%, the cells have overgrown the culture vessel. So, splitting cells is highly recommended for continuous culture. Before you go into the hood, you must wear these sleeves. Okay? And that is so you don't contaminate the cells and the cells don't contaminate you. So before I go into the hood, I'm going to spray my gloves with 70% ethanol. About empty. Pat my sleeves. And I'm ready to go. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to loosen the caps to each flask, so it'll be easier to open and come and go. All flask caps. As you can see, all of our flasks are labeled HeLa cells, HeLa cells, HeLa cells. This is the original flask, and these are the next flask that we will be splitting into. Okay, so now I'm going to take 3 milliliters of the original flask and put it inside of the next flask. Let's get the back corner. Dispose of the tip. Okay. And now I'm going to add 7 milliliters of fresh EMEM medium. Push it to the side and work on the next flask. So we're going to do the same thing, you guys. Dispose the tip. And add 7 milliliters. Make sure you mix it well. And voila, there we have it, our split cells.